Alright, welcome back to Dani Plays. Today we're going to talk about Dead or Alive 6. This is a topic I've been meaning to talk about for quite some time. I believe I even recorded my discussion about it a while ago, but I'm just gonna do it a new one now. For those of you who don't know, the official Dead or Alive 6 Twitter account tweeted out a few weeks ago that they were gonna release the final DLC for Dead or Alive 6. Usually companies don't tweet out like final DLC, final update or whatever. But they did that, and this happened shortly after the negative reception of the monetization scheme they have with the hair colors. You could buy a hair color for a character using tickets. They added a 20 pack and a 50 pack ticket. Now the problem with this was ticket monetization scheme was already a big negative impact on the game, especially because this was PS4 exclusive, I believe. Not sure if PC got it, but I know Xbox players didn't get it. The fact that you have to pay real money to get a ticket to then buy in-game stuff instead of using your coins. What's the point of having millions of coins when we can't use it for anything else than what came unlockable with the base game? So think about this. There was about 20 plus characters in the game. There was about 3 to 5 hairstyles per character. So you have to pay for each character's hair color for that specific hairstyle. And when you combine all of that, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. A lot of tickets needs to be bought for this to happen. If you want to get the pink color and you didn't switch to the green one, you have to buy the pink one again. Now that's what I've heard, that's what's been reported. I've never actually used it or seen it myself because I just left the game a long time ago. But that's also a major, like, why you bought this color and you change to another one, you don't get to keep the one you just bought. So we all know since Dead or Alive 6 release, it's had a rocky release just like Street Fighter 5 had. But one thing that Capcom did with Street Fighter 5 was actually make it a good game again, at least support it, unlike the Dead or Alive 6 devs that just gave up on the game. I made a Let's Talk video a few months ago, so you can catch up on what happened with Dead or Alive 6. So people were both sad and happy and angry. I can understand each of them. Angry because if the devs just gave up on the game rather than saving it. Happy because this could mean Dead or Alive 6 Ultimate or Dead or Alive 7. Well, it's been over a year, we've heard nothing. There's been no new versions of the game or anything. We've been dead quiet. The latest character we got was Tamaki. She was actually a new character coming from Venus Vacation, I believe. But she's a female character again. I have no problem with female characters. The thing is, we have had no male character DLC. But it's refreshing to see a new character, at least instead of a previous character from Dead or Alive 5. Like Faithful, Rachel, Neo Tengu, Momiji, Mai, all those characters we had in the previous games we had to pay for again. So it's at least refreshing to see someone new join the series. So here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they're gonna make Dead or Alive 6 Ultimate, whatever they're gonna call it. Just make one version. Don't make 10 like they did with Dead or Alive 5 or whatever. Just make one. Make it a fan service game. Add the modes that was missing. Tag mode. Give a lot of costumes because you have a lot of costumes. Don't charge people money for it. You need to give a lot back to the fans who supported the game and the franchise. Most importantly, Dead or Alive 6. Most of us feel like we've just been robbed. I mean, Dead or Alive 6 has been like that since launch. The DOA franchise has been very greedy since next gen release, but still, I think the best option would be to listen to your fans. Obviously, you should always listen to your fans if they're trying to improve the game. I think the best thing would be to do a lot of fan service for the game. Add the things missing from the previous games. What made Dead or Alive 5 so great was the tag mode as well. Add that. Add a lot of characters we know and love. Add male characters. Don't exclude this to only female characters. Add all the missing modes. Add all the missing features. Stop with the monetization, tickets and all that. Let us use our coins for something rather than stocking millions of coins for no reason. And then obviously the online could be fixed, but that's pretty common in Japanese fighting game industry, that this isn't their main priority, but it would still be good to keep the devs aware about that we want better online. Because honestly, even though Dead or Alive has been a rocky franchise, Dead or Alive still has a big place in my heart. The older games, Dead or Alive 2, 3, even 1, like the greatest games, one of my favorite fighting games. There's just so much to love about Dead or Alive in the older games that you just don't feel is here in the newer games. Just feels like it's mostly all about costumes and money and DLC and all that. It's not so much about fan service anymore. So that's what I'm hoping. If they're gonna give up on Dead or Alive 6, don't give up on the franchise. Just make it right with the next game. If you're gonna reveal Dead or Alive 7, you're gonna make even more DLC, even more monetization, yeah, then the franchise will just die off. That's not how you do it. So yeah, I'm just hoping. This isn't a video of me just trash talking Dead or Alive 6. I just hope that there's hope for the game. Hope for Dead or Alive 6 to return, or just move on with the next game, make it better. Remember the word fan service, it'll do a whole lot. Like even minor fan service can mean so much. So yeah, let me know what you think about the current state of Dead or Alive 6 and the franchise. I don't want to see this franchise die off. I think it has a lot of potential, but I also think that if they keep doing this, the franchise will eventually just completely die off, overtaken by Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. All 3 games have grown massively over the recent years, and fighting games are bigger than they ever were. The community is stronger than before.